All right, I have Mark's 67 and 69. A lot of people don't realize he actually owns both of these. It's two cars, not one car. Every now and then people are like, oh, he did the race car shit to this car. No, that's the race car, that's the street car. It's confusing because both have twin turbo LS motors in them, but this is a 67, and what does it have, a 9-inch?
9-inch, yeah.
And then it has Wilwood brakes. I think you bought it with some of this stuff already done.
Yeah, it had the 9-inch in it, had a ladder bar set up in the back, and we got it. We went from, had like a diagonal locator to a wishbone locator set up so we could put the dual exhaust. Dan Salvatore helped me do a 3-inch stainless all the way back.
Nice full interior though.
It's got the Dakota gauges, which I love.
Oh yeah, they look,
Yeah.
it's like the stock gauges.
You turn the key on there, it's on the floor. Lift the mat up there.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh geez, I'm in a spot now.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Fucking, yeah, beautiful, everything works.
And that plugs into the OBD too, because this car, it has a, well, I'll just jump out quick and go over it.
Yeah.
But it has, this is a stock computer car with a PL1 computer, and it's a 6-liter with rods and pistons. You just got rods and pistons.
Off of Craigslist.
Just to do it.
Yep.
And then it's a stock LS1 intake, stock 317 heads.
Yep.
Just like BTRs or PR or whatever springs. Just some off-shelfers.
It's got the Brian Tooley double.
Brian Tooley, yeah. And then this is the eBay, or from Varen, I'm not sure which one, CX Racing?
Yeah, those are CX Racing elbows.
Elbows and headers.
And headers, and then we cut the header to make it, as you see here, we cut it.
Yeah, shorten it up a little bit. I think they come out pretty far. Almost everybody says that about them. And then little Godspeed 38mm V-bands. And these are on 376 65s.
Yep.
And then down in the front here, it has little Porsche intercoolers that actually go into like the stock kidney grills. Looks pretty neat.
Those are off a 911, and then we cut the end tank off and redid the end tank so it fits perfect in the.
And this is the Cobra Commander up pipe.
Yeah, that's Matt's recommendation. Worked out well.
And then it just is the simple, like the 80-pounders, stock LS1 intake, 4L80E. I don't know what, you have a converter or is it stock? Or how
It's a triple disc Circle D.
Oh, okay. Wow. I forgot all about that.
Yep.
And then,
It's real tight though. It's like a 2200, so whatever. I can't make any boost off the line. That's why it went like 145 and a quarter, but it has like a 2L60 foot. It's like,
yeah.
"Wah!"
And then, what else is it? It has a, does it have full exhaust now?
Yeah.
And the cutouts?
It's got full 3-inch exhaust, and it's got the cutouts from Patterson? Andrew Patterson, yeah.
And then it has like a tank sink tank with a Walbro 450 or 400 in it.
It's got a 450, yep, with the tank sink set up. John, where's that light?
Oh, that's, yeah,
I don't think you can see it over there.
kinda. It's just a gas tank. Everyone will get the
nice,
idea.
It's all. The tank is actually notched for the mini tubs. So,
Oh, nice.
So they angle the tank in the corners so it has more
Yeah.
clearance if you want to put bigger tires on. Which is kind of cool.
And what do we make? 813.
Yep. 813.
Full tilt, out of steam with the turbos.
Yeah, pretty much.
We think anyway.
That's why the turbos aren't even hooked up to a reference or anything. They're just the gates. I mean, they're just
They're
just
just
on spring.
rolling with the shit off safety here, no reference.
Right.
And then, like a 2060 foot. What did it go?
It went 1016 at 144.92.
It's a heavy car, and that was with the.
That's with shit tires. These are actually better. These are 305 Nittos. Actually.
Yeah, even still, it has like 18s on it, and it went that fast.
I had
So
a set of Mickey Thompsons I got off Craigslist. I had a course thing of that.
everybody knows what it's like racing on 18s. Usually, you're just laughing at the person the whole
Booze would
time.
come in the car and start going like this, and then it would fucking gone.
And then this is the 69, the race car that I put a bunch of videos up of, and this has the LSX 427 PTC converter and trans. It has air-to-air intercooler. We posted this a bunch of times. It's giant 5-inch twin stacked air-to-airs, and these are forced inductions, billet 76s.
Jose.
Yep, and again the PTC trans, and this is running the EFI Source Gold Box and plug-and-play harness. Some of it's laying there.
Yep. We just pulled the motor out. Sorry guys, we got a little mess here, but
Yeah, I like the towels. It's nice.
you like the colors?
Yeah.
The colors. Yeah, I love these guys.
Yep. One of those ate a belt like a champ.
Yeah, we had a belt go through the turbo.
And then this is a 750 cert.
750 cert. Cage was done by Fusion Fab. down in Millville.
Yeah.
Not Scott Olbrich, Joe Olbrich did some of the cage. When I bought the car, part of the cage was done already, and then it was completed by Fusion Fab. So Nova Joe, who's going 370s in that GTO.
Bump.
Actually bringing Ronnie Burns' car out this week to get his car 750 started.
Nice.
Finished up. So.
And then it has just a Speedmaster eBay fuel cell.
Yeah, it's the cheapest one I could find on the internet, but
Yep. Don't need anything special. Just
hopefully
holds
it doesn't-
gas.
yeah, as long as it doesn't crack like
What's his
Dan
name?
had. Dan, remember Dan's crack?
His frame was twisting. Well, he had it hard mounted to the frame, and the frame.
Yeah, he's jumping fucking 30-foot jumps.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep this thing on the ground. I'll put it up in the air.
Sand tough shocks.
Yep, roads always set the suspension.
Shoot. All street cars have a shoot for coffee runs.
Yep, I can't sell Tory and Steve Estes from Rock Solid Motorsports got me out that. Nice to get this over here.
I built the drive shaft for this car out of Coke cans. I'm good to take a look at it then.
Raccoon's house?
Yeah.
The other side looks kick. Is it kick that or is it still?
It was good. It was. It's still under here. Yep. Right on the spring perch.
Yeah, it's got the street tires on it now. These are the Gen 1 275s. Then we got the
Race tires.
race tires.
Mickey Pros.
Yeah.
Street tires. Gen 1s. Oh, I like the decal. I forgot about that.
Like that?
Every race car's decal. Pretty tidy under here. The twin, that's good. The twin 4303s, which are beasts. It's nice having those. You don't really have to worry about fuel flow at all.
Yeah, we had one of these in the Mustang and it worked out perfect, so I might want to go for two for these.
Yeah, the
This-
trans cooler in the back. There's my raccoon drive shaft
All aluminum?
and the PTC Glide. And did Dan make the transmission mount?
No, this was actually from,
I was gonna say it looks like something that you would buy.
yeah,
of
that was
a
from
catalog.
Smith Racecraft.
Ah.
Yeah, that's where I got the A-arms from, the steering
there's
rack in the
the-
front.
Little baby Glide and
Yep.
magic converter and
Stock frame rail in the front. It's got a rack and pinion steering setup and basically the Smith Racecraft A-arms and sand top shocks and springs.
yeah.
Nothing crazy though. It's pretty
Yeah,
general
mostly-
shit. But we're gonna open this up to get some air on the bottom of the intercooler because we're really only getting air through the top of it in 5
Are you
inches.
just gonna do two more?
Yeah, we're gonna cut
Fogs?
we're gonna cut two half moons here and then just open up to here, so we've got like two like ovals. I was gonna buy like a fucking nice fascia, but until I paint the car or something, I'll just leave it.
Not worth it. Is this what you added these supports because the nose was bowing in?
Yeah, these supports here, and if you look up, you can see safety wire holding the nose down to that part.
Oh, yeah.
Because the stock support would be there for the hood latch.
Because it was pushing it into
So
the
this
fucking
whole thing would just
intercooler.
rotate up, and the top was like, the hood was down. In the videos, I was like, "What the fuck? Your hood's flying off." I'm like, "No, it's not. Just the balance is just bowing." And it's
Yeah.
kind of a shitty feeling that you don't want to go through the windshield at this 18350. But yeah, so we're gonna make new hot sides. So we're gonna ditch this. We did a patch job here because one of the bellows failed last year. So we're gonna just do the hot sides over. And I got a set of different gates. The Chinese gates actually worked fine. But I bought the GTS gates, or what the fuck they are, the
JGS.
JGSs, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So they've been sitting in the box all season. I figured I'd wait, but we'll do it now. This is where I had the failure when this cracked at Yellow Bullet, and then Bo Abel helped me out. He
Put
welded
on a
this back
lift and
together.
welded it
Yeah.
back together.
He got me back for the next fucking
A strange
next
brakes.
hit. Yep, strange brakes.
Billet specialties.
Pretty yeah.
Sounds like Aero Quip push lock for everything and nothing crazy. And then this motor was originally set up for like 1500 max, so we are eclipsing that almost over that to the tire. So Mark had planned this winter to do
Yeah.
crank rods anyway.
Right. This motor basically when I say this motor, I mean the crank and rods are designed for 1500 flywheel. The block's good for 2500, and the pistons are good for 2000 because they have the tool steel pins or custom diamonds. So
We didn't think we'd be going this fast this soon, honestly.
no,
When your first pass went 9 something and we realized it was 5 pounds of boost, we were like, shit. Second pass was like 840. We were like, okay, we thought this would take a year to dial this in.
And then next time that was that yellow bullet and went 786 at like 176.
Yeah, I think within 6 passes it was in the 7s.
174 at 176. Yeah, I'm like, fuck. That was a really good track. I mean, 123.60 foot. That was the best of the year. But basically, we weren't even leaning on it yet, knowing that, what we can do. But we just pulled.
Yeah, we pulled it out just to take a look because this is the one that ate the valve.
Yeah.
So if anything were to happen, it would have been this guy, crushing the rod bearing or the rod itself. But everything looks mint.
It's like a mirror. Look at that fucking crank. I
keep half joking with Mark that I'm just gonna put this crank and rods in my truck. Yeah. It's nice. All it did was when it ate the valve, it smushed down top of the piston, and it grabbed the ring. So it's a good thing we
did take it apart and check it.
Yeah, instead of just mashing heads on and going back out and racing.
Yep. So this is a Thompson Motorsport crank and rod assembly, and we made 1387
over what it's rated for, and it's still okay.
Yeah, torturing. Yeah, I mean,
for the year basically.
I'm very happy with the way everything looks here, with considering what we've put through for the season. So, but now we're gonna go to a billet crank and rods, and try to make some more power. So we'll see how it goes. If the traction's there, the car should pick up substantially. So
see if we run out of turbo now.
Yeah, we may have to go.
Might have to go billet 80s or 84s or something else. But
yeah.
So that's the 67 street car.
Yep.
And the 69 race car, both with respectable amounts of rubber on the quarter panels. So if there's any other questions about both of these or whatever, let us know. But he's gonna come out swinging in a month or two.
This is my new intake that just came in from
Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll show show this one. This is the burp. This is the baby got burped. And then this is the Amazon Racing intake.
Yeah, 231 shipped.
Amazon Racing.
I got Prime 2 days it was here. I was so happy.
Oh, yeah, she's nice.
Christmas present.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna bolt my Chinese throttle body and stuff back on this one.
Yeah, you should take out the what's that for? Evac.
Oh, this here?
For PCV. Yeah, that's why you made 1387 instead of 1427.
That's my good luck charm.
Yeah, that guy right there, holding you back. But yeah, even look at the pickup. It's minty fresh and clean. Any rubber left in there from the belt?
You can see it in there. Where's that light? You can see that?
It's just hanging out.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, that's why.
It's like your tonsils.
20 wheel, dude.
That actually helps divert it to the back cylinder. That's some wrench.
Yep.
Oh man. So yeah, so we're gonna run the stock intake again, at least at this point, and we're gonna put together and we're gonna get the heads figured out.
Yeah, some people might not know. They're like, well, the stock intake blew up. Why'd you put on another? Well, we have a friend. I mean, obviously, if you don't know what happened, I think I explained it already, but the valve broke. So when the fuel and air in the cylinder detonated, it TNT'd the fucking intake off, which we all saw. It looked like a nitrous backfire. We're like, what the fuck happened? So what broke the intake was dynamite in the intake, not that the intake's junk. And we have a friend who had a similar problem. Jace dropped the valve. He has a Holly high ram. It detonated the Holly high ram.
Broke that and shut metal on the fucking starting line. Yeah.
For aluminum intake apologists, I just hit you with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, thankfully no one was leaning over the car. We're not obviously. There's shot plastic across the whole shop. It was like in the third bay.
Yeah,
hit the wall. Steino hit the wall.
Yeah.
So it came up with some.
We were looking for it in the insulation in the ceiling at the dyno.
It came up with some serious velocity, but yeah, we're excited. I mean, like
these are those. At the time, we really didn't know if they were good or not. Those 210 pounders off eBay.
Oh, I love those fucking.
Mark's like, I bought
I'm
210s.
I'm not these. I love it. Like Matt said, never ever worked. Right? New has never worked. I know these work. Yeah, they're fucking used. They're seasoned. I love these injectors. But
we know we can trust those at least. All the pistons look great.
Everything looks great. Yeah.
There was no material in the oil. It was perfect.
I can.
And we had plenty of fuel left. It was a duty cycle at 1387.
Like 50%.
Yeah, 50%, almost 1,400 wheel.
Yeah.
And basically we're pushing, we had valve issues, so once the valve issues are figured out, it's not going to hurt the power, it'll help it, I don't know how much, it may help it 10 horse, may help it 100 horse, who knows, but we're excited because it's going to you know, it's gonna be pretty good this year. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Back out there.
So if you have questions, just leave comments, and if they sound dumb, we can ignore them and otherwise answer. And yeah, your plan is to get this going before lights out in February.
We're trying to get the lights out.
Yeah.
So February, 14th, 15th, 16th, get down there. It's a long
So
drive.
Kyle's working on the heads, and he's shipping you all the rotating shit, and you're gonna hammer it out
Yep.
to save time instead of shipping the block around. Because why?
Exactly. Yeah, it's here. Everything looks fine. So basically, get it balanced, put it together, and let her eat. So.
And then we're gonna sneaky Pete all of this stuff into my truck, and I'm gonna tell you it's still stock bottom end.
As Matt's truck goes $7.99 with a
Yeah.
9.
Just won't tell anybody.
Matt goes by me on the highway. What the fuck's he doing?
But yeah, that's basically it. So I know everyone was asking questions about them all the time and confused that there's two.
Yeah, we'll do some riding videos in a few months. We'll take them both out for rides one day. We'll do like a little helmet cam stuff, drive around both cars.
Yeah, we'll do like an arm drop and get coffee with them.
Yeah, line them up at the airport. Just pull out
Videotape them with your new drone.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's basically it.
You can see the brakes. Check the rotors out. A little toasty.
Oh yeah. 180 mile an hour stops.
A couple of high speed stops with no shoot.
Lots and lots of 170s.
Yep. Lots of high 170s and a couple 3 low 180s, 183s.
No problem. Best fuel pump money can buy, in my opinion, right there. In my tuning classes, I call it the Honey Badger.
Just get it.
It doesn't give a fuck.
Just get it.
Yeah. And what's cool is it's an American company.
Yep.
And you could probably run asphalt through it, and they would warranty it.
Yeah, I called them up. I thought I had a problem with one of the pumps. It turned out I had a problem with one of the lines. Actually had a hole in one of the lines.
Cavitating, yeah.
Cavitating. And they're like, send it back. No
We don't
problem,
care.
blah,
Send it.
blah, blah.
Yep.
They're just great to work with. Just good fucking company.
And then Cameron had this is the 4303, two of them, and they make another one like a 4103, and this is called the Pro Tuner 750. And the smaller model is the Pro Tuner 650. That's what Cameron had.
Right.
And he called them about something, and they're like, "Why don't you send it in, and we'll upgrade it for like $75, clean it, replace all the O-rings,
And the
maintain
bearings,
it, and
yeah.
send it back to you."
Right.
And he was like, "What? Wow. Okay, yeah."
Yeah, right. How do you beat that?
So he was worried about fixing it, cleaning it, and selling it to somebody, but they just upgraded it, no fucking problem. So
And they say, when I was on the phone with these guys, they said the biggest thing is letting them sit. So if they're going to sit for a while, just cycle them, run the lines into a loop and just let them cycle like every 30 to 45 days. Because the bearings, he said, obviously we don't have any ethanol, it's race gas in here, but if you had any ethanol in there, you get some water in the bearings,
It
they get
just
rust on
sits.
them, then it fucks the
Yeah.
bearings up. But if you let them run,
that's what everybody says is the biggest thing about E is pickling it, running gasoline through. That's what's nice about having a content sensor. You can turn it up and down. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But yeah.
Get a picture of what started Mark in racing right there.
Oh, my Grand Prix?
Exactly.
Yeah, my dad's Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, the big block spray car.
Yeah, there's my grandfather's car that's going to Lecum this weekend. That's funny. It's another funny story. But yeah, this is an '82 Pontiac Grand Prix that we started off with a small block 350 on nitrous, and we used to race Top Street. And then I blew that up and went to a 383 stroker. We changed the crank and stuff in it, and then we ended up with a big block 454 in it on like a 150 shot, and the car went like 980s at 136.
Jeez.
But I was really into it at the time, so this is the Top Street Championship. I won this in '94, '96. They changed the rules again. I was actually the only guy that was driving the fucking car, and I would change it to slicks. I'd drive it down to McCreary's and fucking run this. This is that fucking Super Chevy show at Maple Grove.
They changed the rules to get you out of the class because you were pissing everyone off.
Yeah, because I'd
They
drive
do
it in
they-
there,
they
I'd
do it all the
qualify. And
time.
so the guys with the big dollar cars and the big builds, they were fucking complaining.
Sure, they were
So,
whining.
But yeah, here's my grandfather racing back in the '60s. I used to have some old time slips.
And that
lying
car's
around
going
and
to
shit.
Meckham this weekend, and it's estimated over 200,000.
Yeah, we'll see. It's
always
got to be going up. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have that car, but not for that kind of money. Maybe for 20.
Not everybody remembers that one.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. The notch.
Yeah, and then the notch up top there, and we got some old trophies up there. I got the Hillborn fuel injection from my grandfather's car up there still.
Yeah, we're gonna put that on my Kia.
That's the old fucking school Hillborn deal. Because some of the guys use this in this gas art now.
That's it.
Yeah, I got one of the old moon tanks he had up at the fucking front there for the gas.
Oh yeah, for a gasser.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how it all started. Actually, here's my grandfather's work shirt. I was cleaning my grandmother's basement out a few months ago. She passed away recently, and this is Al. So Al is my grandfather, and my son's middle name is Al because my grandfather was a really good dude. He just, can't even explain how much he means to me. But it's good stuff. So that's why I'm here, busting my knuckles, fucking around with junk. But I love it. So, but I said, this whole thing with the motor, I'm really not upset. I feel blessed that this is all that happened was I got lucky here. That it didn't take the block out and the crank and everything.
Oh
else.
yeah.
So we'll get the heads and the valves figured out, and Kyle Thompson has been very good. He's really stands behind his product as far as I'm concerned. I don't know everyone's experience, but he's been really good to me, and I just want to get this back together and go racing. So we'll see what happens.
Should be happy with how it's performed too. I mean,
Yes.
We'll be fucking torturing it, and we take this thing apart, and it looks like fucking jewelry. I mean,
Yeah.
what else can I say? I put a belt through the fucking thing. People lost a belt and went through the motor. There was fucking rubber in the fucking oil filter, and everything looks perfect. So,
Yeah.
I changed the oil and I flushed everything, but I'm fucking shocked.
You
I
can't
really
ask
am.
for anything more.
I had one lifter issue, and Kyle sent me a fucking set of lifters. I just changed the two in the back cylinder that had, the issue was the one lifter. So I had the two rockers off. I just changed those, and number 7, and it was perfect after that. So, and that's the way we ran it. I'm like, why? Like Matt says, if it's not broke, don't break it. That's like, well, fucking just change those. And then it's like, I was already in there. I could change all of them. Like, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna put like lifters in that I don't know where. I know these are fucking good. Let's go. And we started back up. It was quiet as a mouse, and off to the races, man.
No problem.
But between dyno runs and street driving and everything else, I estimate we have
60 passes probably.
probably about 65, 67 passes, and we have probably like 30 dyno pulls. I would think.
Oh
between
yeah,
the
more
two-
than that.
yeah,
Probably. I think
30,
we do
40 dyno
15 every time you bring it. It's been 3, so.
So, and then we drove it around for coffee and a couple of hits in the street. So, very happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still air to air. The car's basic shit.
Yeah, I love Bible thumping the air to air, but it definitely works.
No ice, no jerking around.
I always wondered, like on a big scale, why don't people do it? And I don't know, because it works.
We were
People
at a
just-
race and a guy said, "Wow, this is really bad for business."
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the top fab guys.
Yeah.
$4,000 air to air setups.
He's like, this is, but, and the funny
This is
thing is,
$500 worth of air to air, I think, right?
yeah, it was like $235 shipped for each of them, and we welded them together and changed the necks on them.
Yeah, like a
So-
little bit of fab work, obviously, but
we just plated them and we just moved the necks.
it's not
So
a PT.
straight through.
What is that? A PT 4000 or whatever refrigerator in the front of your
Yeah,
car.
I don't have fucking 30-degree ambient, starting line temperatures because it's air to air, obviously going off what you got, but.
It's very good.
On 30 fucking 4 pounds of boost, we were at like 125, 130 at the finish line, starting at 90, 95, whatever. It's not horrible. I mean, once I get this flowing more air, it's going to help out because right now it's restricting how much the lower intercooler is doing. So I'm very happy. It's 5-inch core. It's a fucking it's heavy. It's 60 pounds or 30 pounds each.
Yeah.
That's the reality is that may help me from wheeling, but may be hurting me from hooking. So once I get everything kind of figured out, but what's cool about it is we're not yellow, but we had that day at Cecil.
Yeah.
We hot lapped the car 4 times back to back to back to back. We didn't have to worry about dumping water, this and that. And we were just fucking with suspension
Yeah,
stuff.
you can
and
just
this-
touch the side, and it's.
Yeah.
I've never felt the damn thing hot.
We just come back around and run it.
Only on that hot, only on the hotter day where you were running a lot of boost.
Yeah.
Like mid 30s, was it actually growing about 50 degrees
Yeah.
on a pass?
Yeah, that was when
Which
we were.
still ain't fucking bad, especially
It
on
was 72 degrees
straight
out, and we were
race gas.
pushing, high 30s in boost, and we were going over 180 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the efficiency of the turbine. I don't know if that was.
Who
making more
knows?
heat
Could be
in
either.
But the turbos were working harder at that point, definitely. So it was definitely making more heat.
Either way, they're mint.
But
No
yeah,
dumping
there's-
water and buying ice
No.
bags. over
There's
here.
no
argue with
alky
how
on
it
the
works.
car, and again, we're just running the regular head gasket at this point. There's no O-rings or anything, and
Yeah.
we're not pushing any water. Pop the fucking overflow. There's no water, coming out of the overflow.
Yeah, people are always asking me about how much water we push, and we're like, none. So
It's
I don't
really,
know what they're doing.
I think as long as your tune is right, you're not detonating it. You have a fighting chance. But if you start to detonate it, you'll know right away. And maybe pushing water or knowing if you're pushing water that you have a problem with the tune is it's a
I feel like
it'll wake you
people.
up, these people.
I
instead
feel
of
like
to
people
keep-
needlessly hammer shit. So
Right, they keep pushing it, and they're gonna fucking have a problem. So anyway, it's a
That's
little
it.
update, and looking forward to getting our asses to lights out if we can do it. I'm gonna try like hell. See if we can make it happen.
yep.
See if we get our ass kicked.